I mean, it has happened here, and I'll tell the story about Yorktown Pharmacy again. Yorktown Pharmacy was robbed by four people. The lady behind the counter was scared to death. She picks up the phone that's hanging on the wall, calls 911, puts the receiver on the top of the phone. The cops are listening to this whole thing transpire. They come to the scene. These four guys steal narcotics. They jump in their car and they lead the police on a high speed chase through our town. They get into an accident on this corner. They jump out of their car. Two of them apprehended right away. The other two flee into the woods. There's a manhunt. We have 4 or 5 police agencies, helicopters in the air in our town. It's crazy. It was chaos. They couldn't find one guy. They busted one guy. They found a third guy.
They're not even Yorktown residents.
They're not.
From out of town.
Right.
And
From
so
New York City, and they all had records.
yeah, but
So-
what we're trying to do is just I don't mean to cut you off, Serge, but what we're trying to do is just give the police and the judges tools for their toolbox.
So here's what happens, right? So they lead this whole goose chase. The cops couldn't, and the court system, sorry, not the police, the court system couldn't hold them. All but for one reason. In that car accident, one kid got hurt that was a passenger in an innocent bystander's car. If that child didn't get hurt, and it didn't matter if it was a child, it was the injury, that's what gave our courts the ability to hold these people. It wasn't because they stole narcotics. It wasn't because they ran into the pharmacy and they were robbing them point blank. It wasn't the wild goose chase. It wasn't the tens of thousands of dollars that we had to spend with the helicopters in the air. It was none of that. You cannot hold them for that. That's where our laws are right now. And honestly, I think it's ridiculous. This is very important.